Hi, everyone. This is my first Media Post event. It's been a pleasure spending some time with you guys the last couple days. So for a couple minutes, we are going to give place-based the spotlight. It does not usually get the spotlight, and that's why we're going to give it a couple moments here. Everyone knows this chart. We're 2-3%. But I am going to make the case that place-based is extraordinarily underrated. So we love digital out-of-home. We love traditional out-of-home. We operate many large format digital out-of-home assets. But place-based is such a small market. It's 6% of out-of-home. And when you compare these million TVs out there in the real world, we're 1% of the CTV market. I think this is a mistake, and I want to talk about why. So there are several unique factors to actually reaching inside of a location. The targeting, right? If you have a specific target, you can leverage place-based to reach into a physical therapy office, a men's gym locker room, right? And if you're paying the same rate as compared to roadside, like where is your money working harder, right? The location creates a context that the messaging can really make sense. And that creates impact. And then again, not to pick on roadside, we love billboards, but the dwell time at most of our locations is a completely different world, right? So if you have dynamic campaigns, if you have longer form content, if you have content associated with the ad, there are great opportunities to really immerse your audience and impact them. And then there's the halo effect, right? So not everyone loves NYU. But guess what? If you're inside NYU, you probably do love it. You belong there. You selected it, right? It is not part of the general public. This is a private location that you identify with. And what happens when brands reach in to those types of private locations, you leverage that love for that brand. And that's the halo effect. It can be really, really powerful to get a consumer to like your brand, to try it. And then, of course, there's the whole retail landscape, right? Where it is a direct performance medium, right? Run on screens in store, drive sales. It's especially effective for new products, but you can, I agree with Vanessa and Rick, programmatic digital out of home, it's not the whole story. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, but in certain scenarios, with some strategy and with some thought, it is extremely effective, and it's a place where the story can come together and really instantly impact transactions. And then this is sometimes called the power of 10 or the frequency factor, but frequency is really important, right? As you reach a consumer 10 times, it's 7 times more effective than reaching them once. And so place-based is a really powerful way to kind of work in complement to large format billboards and reach people as they go through their daily journey, the places that they choose to be. There's 1 million screens out there that you guys can activate in a national, cost-effective way, right? Vengo represents about 7% of the market. We have 7 of the top 10 grocery stores We have a network of 20,000 bars where we're accessing the song choices from that specific bar. We have every 7-Eleven or in Walmart. So I encourage everyone to think about, why is place-based such a small part of the mix? Where can we use it to complement other strategies, other channels, large format? Where can we reach our consumer and impact them and measure that? So please feel free to come up to me, talk about why place-based is just not getting the love that it should. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Thanks, Brian.